All right, our client is back. Great client, new car, and unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do a full ceramic seal on it at this time. We've got to send him away because he took this to a detail shop which just covered everything in a heavy silicone. Lots of plastics. And unfortunately, we can't touch them. There's a heavy silicone on here. So let me show you when. The only caveat with Renew Protect, when you cannot use our products, our interior products, our exterior products, is this scenario. And you've got a car that has been treated repeatedly, or even as this one, just once with a heavy silicone type product. I mean, check this out. We've washed this tire 3 times. Look at that. That's a very strong tire cleaner. We usually dilute that one by 50%. We're using it full strength. We added ammonia to pull the pH balance even higher, and look what we're getting. Just a mess. Renew Protect, there's no way. We cannot treat this car, cannot treat the trim work, the tires. It's going to take a couple months of driving and cleaning. If you drive it, those silicones will push out, will bloom out of the sidewall, these oils. I mean, look at that, 3 washes. You see that? 3 washes. Get my focus set here. Just oil still coming out. Oh, so don't use our products. Sorry. If you've been using Armor All type or 303 type products, silicone products to say. So look at this interior. I hate to say, I think this interior is done for. We'll probably never be able to use our dash product because of that. That on the interior really gets embedded. And the only way to get it out is just too harsh, using volatile chemicals typically to pull that out of the plastics, and then you risk damaging the plastics and the lettering. So this new car, his interior is probably done for, and this car is parked outside, so that's going to cause it to crack eventually. It'll take a long time. But the silicones, the glycol, and the active solvents, and the solvents are active because of the glycol content. It keeps it, it's a wetting agent. It keeps it wet and shiny, right? Everybody likes that. But what you're doing is keeping those solvents active, and they're literally slowly eating away at that surface. So what our client wanted, as we did to his previous car, is to seal all this up with the dash, which is a permanent UV block, low glare, but you cannot. Watch this. We have cleaned this repeatedly. Not sure what they used on it. It's a heavy silicone or siloxane, and it's, watch this. See how the dash is separating? It's exactly opposite what it should do. It should penetrate and literally become part of the plastics. And if you let that dry, you're going to be sending us an angry email about how bad it looks and how the hell to get it off. So don't do it, and don't send us that angry email. If you've been using protectants on your interior, I'm sorry, but don't use that. Wait for the next car. All right, let's show you what happens when you try to apply one of our products on a surface. As I said, we've cleaned this 3 times quite intensely, but that silicone oil and solvents, glycol, that's embedded in the surface. It's going to take a month or 2 for that to come out. But here's what happens. This is our black product. Look at that. Sitting on the surface. It should be penetrating and sealing in the surface. Watch the tread. Here's one of our tester tires, which is fully stripped. That's just rubber. We'll give it the finger test. There's nothing there. No greasy, nothing. So here's the black. Watch this. Soaking right in. Often on a tire like this that's old and dry, that first coat is going to just penetrate, soak in, and seal and restore that plastic and rubber, whatever the surface may be, vinyl. And back again, this is our test spot of black on an old, very dry tire, but a tire that is completely stripped and free of any dressing type product, any total crap. Silicone. And as you can see, as I said, that's going to be a low shine because it's soaked in. It did exactly what it's supposed to do. Formed a covalent bond into the surface. It became part of the surface, protecting the surface. And that is on there. You can see that is a dry seal locked in. If you want higher shine, go for the gloss or follow up with satin or just another coat of the black. But that is exactly what is intended to do. The Renew Protect line becomes part of the surface, part of the interior dry seal, ceramic seal, full UV block, and just won't work if there's the slightest bit of residue from the manufacturing process, as in mold release agents or typical protectants. A lot of them even claim to be ceramics now. They're typically, a lot of those are just polysiloxanes. They're not ceramics. So apply to a fully clean and stripped surface. Follow the directions.